Hey, what's up? I'm Cody the Coin Raptor, and I'm here to talk to you today about Bitcoin and crypto chart TA. But before we get to that, be sure to smash that subscribe button to see my latest content and leave a like if you like this content and would like to see more. So let's go ahead and talk about our Bitcoin chart TA. So what we have here is a potential, I would call this a bear flag pattern kind of developing. And so the way the bear flag kind of works here is that you have a series of higher lows and then you have higher highs. And this is preceded by a big dump down to the price here, a big capitulation event, and then you have another capitulation event that drives the price even lower. And so if we get something similar to that, and this is a bear flag, what we're looking at here is a potential decline here all the way down to, I would say, in this box. Now, this box is representative of the support levels that we've seen here back in November. So that would be anywhere from 15,800 to about 15,500 in that region. And then if this support level doesn't hold, then we could be even talking about a new all-time low, in which case I'll make a video about that and talk about that separately. But this is how I kind of see things playing out. This is a bear flag here. We may get a couple of more days of sideways action or a higher price action, followed by a dump back down to the lows that we made back in November. Now, I think that this is a possibility. I think this is a likely possibility. Probably not an absolute certainty. I wouldn't say that it's guaranteed to happen, but I would say that other people are going to be looking at these charts and they're going to see similar patterns kind of play out. And I think that this is a possibility of what we're going to see in we'll call it about a month or so, 2 or 3 weeks out for the Bitcoin price. Either way, I'm definitely looking forward to buying under 16,000. That's my goal. And I think we're going to wind up hitting that within the next 2 or 3 weeks. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Bitcoin funding rate. And the reason why I like to look at the funding rate is because it gives me an idea of the sentiment of the market. If the values down here for the funding rates are green, that means longs are dominant and paying a premium position to the shorts. And if the shorts are dominant, that means that it's going to be red and they're paying a premium position to the longs in order to maintain their position. So what we have here is the longs have been dominant ever since the 19th of December. And so I think that this is particularly strange given the fact that since the 19th of December, we've seen some pretty strong breakdowns in the price. So there is a bit of a divergence there in which the price has been going down and yet longs have been accumulating and going stronger. So if we get a move to the downside, like I think what's going to happen with the Bitcoin bear flag, then we could potentially see more capitulation coming in from these longs as well. So that's definitely something to watch out for. Now we're going to go ahead and also take a look at some of the network data for Bitcoin. Primarily, I just want to pay attention here to the hash rate. The hash rate, or the totality of all the hashes being performed on the Bitcoin blockchain, has actually recovered quite a bit, indicating that miners are starting to come back online again. And if we zoom in here, we can take a look at the monthly. We can see that it hit a trough of about 28th of December, and since then it's recovered pretty dramatically over the last couple of days or the last week. It has actually come back quite a bit, and I think that's pretty surprising, but it shows the resiliency of some of these miners. Even though some of them are losing money, they're putting more efficient miners on the markets. And one thing I talked about in the past is that the ASIC miner prices have been coming down. So as the most efficient, most advanced ASIC miners become cheaper, you'll have more miners getting into contributing to the hash rate with the more advanced, more efficient ASIC miners. So that's definitely a positive sign to see it recover a little bit. However, I don't think that we're out of the woods just yet. I'm definitely very interested to see if we see another major decline in the hash rate, because if we do, that means that we're probably headed for another big capitulation event. And that could happen if the price comes down dramatically. So that's always a possibility. Now, we're also going to go ahead and take a look at the addresses with at least one Bitcoin balance. And so this is now set at about 978,000 addresses that have at least one Bitcoin. So it's good to know that this huge bear market that we've had has been very good to people who are interested in accumulating at least 1 Bitcoin. So we're starting to see that come up quite a bit, and we're very close to that 1 million mark, where we have 1 million addresses that have at least 1 Bitcoin in them, and that'll be an exciting day. All right, so we're going to go ahead and also talk about Ethereum as well. So in regards to Ethereum, Ethereum has been moving sideways, whereas Bitcoin has kind of been trending up. Ethereum has moved sideways, and so you can see here that it's moved between this value of about 1184 and here at about 1220. It's had a really hard time trying to break out of this resistance level here at 1220, and even if it breaks out of this level, you have additional resistance levels above there at that about 1230 or so in that range. And this resistance level goes all the way back here to early December, where it had some strong resistance here, and then I'd put additional resistance at 1260 as well. So there's a lot of resistance that Ethereum would have to overcome in order to push higher, and I just don't, personally, I don't see that happening as long as Bitcoin remains under pressure. I think Ethereum is going to also remain under pressure as well. But we have seen some very strong buying in the last couple of days. If we go ahead and take a look at our RSI here, we can see that RSI actually went up above the 77 mark here. So RSI has been overbought in the last day or so, and I think that it's probably gonna come back down at this point because the RSI is way too high. In fact, the last time it was this high, we actually had the 13th of December, and there was a pretty strong collapse in the Ethereum price after that happened. This is back on 13th of December, and we saw a very strong pull down from the price after that point. So I think that with Ethereum, we're going to come back down and retest this support here at 1184. Now let's go ahead and talk about our Binance coin. Binance coin has not been as strongly bought as Ethereum has. You can see here on the RSI and the daily, it's only gone up to about 65 instead of over 70, which would indicate overbought. So instead, it's kind of stuck in the sideways channel, just like with Ethereum. You have the bottom here at about 241 and the top here at about 247. So it's been trading sideways like this since the 22nd of December, and it's just been going up and down and up and down and up and down. And I don't think that this is going to change anytime soon for Binance coin. If we zoom out and we take a look at the big picture here for Binance coin, we can see that it's been chopping sideways for some time now, and the RSI has been very weak from a daily perspective, not even able to get above 40. So the demand for Binance coin has been extremely weak, and I feel like and the way things are working out here, it's probably going to come back down here and retest the lows it made back on the 17th of December at about 220. Okay? All right, so that's all I've got for you guys today. If you like this content, let me know. And let me know what you guys think about the Bitcoin, the price, and your own chart TA, and what you guys think is going to be happening the next couple of days or next 2 to 3 weeks. If you guys really think that this is a Bitcoin bear flag or not, I'm definitely interested in hearing about that. Yeah, so go ahead and leave a comment below, and I will catch you in the next video.